Okay, it's Sunday, and I'm moving back to my apartment today, which I'm super anxious about, because, well, I've kind of grown accustomed to being here where food's made for me, and so I'm going to videotape some of it, because that's fun, and because I'm nerdy like that. As you may recall, I did a few videos in my mom's living room last summer when I was living here. But then I basically took all of her furniture when I moved out, so they completely redid it, which is just darling. I think they did a great job. I unfortunately didn't get to take their stereo or gigantic TV, so too bad for them. I'll steal it later. Anyway, here's the room I've been staying in. It's affectionately called Joe's room. It really isn't, but it's where I stay every time I crash here. This is my pile of clothes, because I decided I was going to do all the laundry I could yesterday while it was still free, and I then decided it was just easier to lay it out than to actually fold it. Here's some flowers I found in my mom's closet. They're just fake plastic flowers. But I decided that my apartment's really bare and she's not using them, so I will. And then I also went through a bunch of photos and found a bunch of stuff like, oh, there's my old car. And I'm going to frame them and put them on the wall. Someone's tripped somewhere. It was unlabeled. All of us when we were kids. Me smiling. Yay. And then a photo of my mom from way back in the... Here's a nice little gem. In preparation for leaving, I made the bed. Even though I know from previous history that no matter how I make it, my mom is going to decide it's wrong. Tear it apart and redo it. But before she does that, she's going to tear it apart and boil all the sheets probably, because, I don't know, I have cooties. But if I left it messy, I would totally get a call that I'm no longer allowed to stay here ever again. Here's my little notebook I made while I was in the hospital because I had nothing better to do. And I've actually found it oddly useful to keep track of things because I have no memory in general. People, and by people I mean myself, joke that I can get lost going to work. That's actually just because I'm late. And then here's a little notebook I made to keep track of all my finances, because I'm not so great at that. It's pretty much that I wrote out. So, here's the caddy. It's all loaded up. Got all my junk inside. And just wanted to do a quick walk around because in my notes that I have very few pictures of this car, and so I thought I would. I just got the side fixed. There was a huge scrape from there all the way to, I don't know if we can still see it, here. They left that little bit because bumpers are expensive. And so they literally just hung 2 new doors. It's crazy how, and they did it in like 2 days, and it looks glorious. But that's kind of how the car was when I got it. It's very okay looking. And I was so stressed out yesterday, so I spent the day just cleaning every single thing in here. Like, there was a sticker over the oil gauge because it didn't work. But really, it looks better without a huge, sticker. It's a gauge. Doesn't matter if it works. So, Koto's car. So, now I got Tasha in the car. I'm not a big believer in cat carriers. I've always just left them to roam around the car while it's moving because, they seem to like it. Most of the time they just eventually end up on the back windowsill, watching traffic. Kitty. It's going. So, here we are. Finally at the apartment. Got all the stuff out of the car. Got the table all set up. Got Tasha exploring around. See if she remembers things. Got this new desk thing. I don't know what it looks like, but somehow I'm going to put it together. And so, yeah, there's that. I'm home.